Hello, everyone. I would like to welcome everyone that's here this evening. If you can hear me well, if you can hear my voice loud and clear, just send me a thumbs up on the comments just so I can interact and know that the sound and the voice is going very well. Welcome, everyone that's coming on board right now. We're just gonna wait a couple minutes until everyone can join. Thank you so much for everyone that's already here. If you can hear my voice loud and clear, just send me a thumbs up or send me an okay, and then I know that you can hear me well. Yes, okay, that's good. So we're just gonna wait a couple more minutes until some more people can come on board, and then we're gonna be starting the presentation. Once again, thank you for everyone that's here on time and that's here to learn, that's here to get some information. Maybe you already know the information I'll share with you, but with repetition, you record that information and you can put into practice much quicker, much faster. I'm just looking on the side because I have my phone on the side, so then I can see the other end of the screen, because on my computer I only see the slides and the stream. So okay, just one more minute and we'll be starting. Awesome. Anyone that has the action guide printed out, that's great. Not everything that's on the action guide is completed. So as the training, as the workshop goes on, you're gonna have to fill in your action guide. If you don't have your action guide with you, that's totally fine. The slides will have a lot of the information. So maybe have your notepad, your pen, or something that you can write down so you record the information even better. All right. Okay, so we have about 6 people now. We're going to be starting. If more people join, there was more registrations done online. So if people come on board later on, that's fine. All right. So welcome everyone that's here. I wrote it on the cover page. Even if you've tried multiple times, even if you've made numerous promises to yourself that you're going to have a healthy diet, or you're going to follow an exercise routine, and you're going to have a consistency, but none of that has worked, and you feel that year after year you're just trapped and you don't get the results that you want, welcome, you are in the right place. So here we go. Welcome to the training. I'm excited that you're here, and for the next 60 minutes or so, I'm going to be sharing as much information with you as possible about how you can start a healthy life that you deserve, and how you will and how to understand that your mind affects the entire process. Once you understand how your mind affects the entire process, you can start changing. Your life will slowly changing if you take the actions, the right actions. All right. So it might take less than 60 minutes. It might take a little longer depending on the questions that come on, but roughly 60 minutes is what we're going to need. All right. A few reminders. So please share this YouTube link with someone that might come up to your mind, with someone that might need this information right now that you can think of, either a family member or a friend. All you have to do is copy this URL on your browser and then paste on a text message or on a WhatsApp group or whatever is easier for you. Okay. So if you want to do that right now, you still have time. All right. Number two, please turn off any distractions. So if you're watching me on your laptop, just please make sure to close any tabs or anything that's gonna take your distractions, and that won't give me your full attention. All right. So anything that's going on. Number three, the terminology that I'm going to use to explain this subject is very simple. There's nothing complicated in here. This is the way that I understand this information, and that's the way that I explain it to you. So it's very simple. You're going to see that there's nothing complicated or there's nothing hard to understand. Okay. And number four, ask questions anytime. So please ask questions as they come on your mind. Just type them in and send them in the comments. Even if I don't answer them right away, I will answer them at the end, so we'll get to them. Because if you don't ask right away, you're gonna forget. So it might be something very important, it might be something that I can answer to everyone, so just type in the question. That's totally fine. All right. Who am I? So, for some people that are here that don't know who I am an online life coach. I am more focused on mindset and achieving a healthy life. I am also an entrepreneur and I am an athlete. So, prior to all of this, I was a person with no consistency. Anything that I started, I would never finish. I didn't have anything that I could focus on my life. Didn't know what was the purpose of my life. Didn't know why I was here, what I was doing here, what is life, and what it's meant for. So right now, I not right now, but I got transformed, and right now I'm able to help other people as well. So it's a transformation process, and you grow so much love for it that you just want to help other people as well. Okay. This class is for you if you're tired of putting 110% effort and feel stuck. Yes, I was there. So if that's you, if you relate, that's awesome. This class is for you. Okay. Sometimes we feel like we're putting so much willpower and we're doing everything that we can, but we are stuck. We don't get the results. And there is a way to get out of there. All right. You have a vague idea of how your mind affects your physical health, but you need more explanation. So that's great. You are in the right place as well, and I'll explain that to you. And last, you do not know what to do. You do know what to do, but you need to develop consistency, discipline, and a healthy routine. So if you know exactly what to do, and you need to develop consistency, discipline, a healthy routine, that's awesome. You're in the right place. Now, this class is not for you if you like to play the victim, if you like to blame people, situations, other things but yourself. So this class, I'm sorry, this is not for you. You need to take full responsibility that you are the only person responsible for your results. Okay. This class is not for you if you care more about quick fixes, if you're here for a quick fix or for a miracle pill or something like that that's going to fix all your issues. Unfortunately, this class is not for you. All right. It is a process and you need to understand that. All right. And also, this class is not for you if you intend on watching this entire free class with a closed mindset. So before I go to the next slide, please have an open mindset. The information I'll share with you, it's very usable if you're here with an open mind to learn. If you're here full of your own beliefs or your own paradigms and you're not gonna believe anything that I say, unfortunately, it's not for you. So have an open mind. If you're here and you've done 110%, you've done so much and you're still stuck, then there's a solution here for you. All right? So my promise is to you, I'll deliver as much information as possible in the next 60 minutes. I will share with you information that's proven by neuroscience, and you will walk away feeling a lot more clear on the steps you need to take. Okay, to take power over your mind. In return, yes, you have some duties as well. So in return, I ask you to treat me and other attendees with respect. So if questions come up that you may know the answer, that you may think, well, this is logical, why is this person asking this question? Be respectful. All right, so that's what I ask you. Number two, you devote your full attention to this training. You own this one to you only and no one else, okay? So be present, put your full attention and your focus into here. I ask you also to be patient with the process. So if I tell you, if I give you some tools, or if I give you a few things that you need to do to actually develop your consistency or your healthy routine or your exercise life, just don't expect it to work on the next day or in a week that you're going to achieve your results. Just be patient with the process. All right. Any questions? Anyone has any questions, you can send them anytime. So right now we are on the slide where it says, what is the mind? Now, here I'm going to ask you to interact with me. The best way for you to learn, the best way for me to serve you is when I know what you need, where you are. So please, every person in this workshop, just answer me this question. What is the mind? When I say mind, what is the picture that flashes to your imagination, to your memory? What's the picture that comes to you when I say, what is the mind? Whether you want to explain it in a little sentence or whether you just want to say one word, what is the mind? What is mind to you? And I'm going to wait a couple minutes to read the answers. I need you to answer this so I can better serve you. It doesn't matter what your answer may be. You could be right or you could be not so right. It doesn't matter. If you answer, I can better serve you. Okay? What is the mind? The comments are a little bit delayed for me, but as they come along, I will read them. Just a little patient. What is the mind to you? Answer this question. What is the picture that comes to your mind? To your imagination, to your memory? Okay, so they are a little bit delayed, but as they come on, I will be seeing them in a little bit. So I will explain to you what the mind actually is. If you saw a picture of your brain when I ask you what is the mind, I want to say you're wrong. Your mind is not your brain. Your brain is not your mind. Your brain is just a switching station, all right? Your mind is much more than that. Your mind is so powerful. Your mind is huge. So your mind is in your fingernails. Your mind is in your hair. Your mind is in your knees. Your mind is in yesterday thinking about what happened. Your mind is in the future already planning what you're gonna do. Your mind is at work right now, maybe worrying about all the things that you gotta do, and your mind is maybe thinking, gosh, I'm so hungry right now. So your mind is much more powerful than you think, and because nobody has ever seen the mind, they relate it to the brain. So no one has ever seen the mind, and because of that, they relate it to the brain. And your brain is not your mind. So everything starts in the mind. The mind is where your mental faculties are. All right. So you have 6 mental faculties. You have imagination, memory, willpower, perception, reasoning, and intuition. So you have 6 mental faculties. And you maybe never heard of this. You might not know of this, but that's all in your mind, okay? In your mind is also where your belief systems are. So what you believe to be true, okay? Since you were little, since before you were born, your belief system already started developing. So that's where your paradigms are, all right? And in the mind's where your current program is. Okay, any questions so far? Anyone? Any questions, you can send them on. All right. So but I found this picture on the internet, and it looks like it was drawn by a 3-year-old little kid. So to explain to you what the mind actually is, because nobody has ever seen the mind. So it is so complicated for people to understand what the mind actually is. Okay. So if you look on the right hand side, that's the right hand side for me. I hope that's the same to you. You have two circles. So the top circle is your mind, and that's divided into two that I'm going to explain to you. The bottom part is your body. Now, I want you to understand that the bottom part where it says body, that little circle, also includes your head. Okay? So that whole circle is your physical body, your head, your body, everything, your members. Okay? Now, the top part is what you can't see, your mind. Okay? You can't actually see that. Nobody has ever seen the mind. And now, if you look on the left hand side, it says understanding precedes change. Okay, when you understand something, not only when you know information, but when you actually understand something, like a little key turned in your head, when you understand something, that precedes change. Okay, a person that doesn't understand something will never have the change they want. You need to understand, so then you can proceed change. All right, if it's unknown, if it's not know, you don't know the information, then you can't change. Okay, and this is what I'm trying to do tonight. So the easiest way to explain how the mind works is to use this picture. That's how I understood it, and I hope that opens your mind tonight as well. So the top part where it says conscious mind, that has 5 to 10% of, you only have 5 to 10% control only. Okay, so that's your thinking mind. 5 to 10% is why you actually choose to think. Okay, you're conscious of your thinking. Only 5 to 10% on a day. Okay, now the bottom part is the subconscious mind, which is 90 to 95%. That's where your beliefs are. That's where your program is. That's where your paradigms are. Everybody's following? Send me a thumbs up, send me an okay that yes, to this point I understand. Please do, so I can better serve you. Okay? So if you think that you have total control of your life, that you're going through your day, you're going through your life, and you're like, yes, I am independent, I have control of my life, I'm sorry to tell you, my friend, you don't. You only have 5 to 10%. Okay, so you need to develop that awareness. You need to be more aware of your actual choices, of your thinking, of your behaviors, so that way you can change. Understanding precedes change. Okay, so you have a tendency of thinking the same thoughts day after day after day. Tomorrow you're probably gonna think a lot of thoughts that you already had today. Okay, unless you become more conscious about them. So, and then the body, the little circle at the very bottom where your head is also, is only an instrument of the mind. Okay, so your body is just an instrument of your mind. So a lot of people are trying to change the outside, they're trying to change the physical, they're trying to patch up the symptom on the outside. I'm sorry to tell you, that's not going to change. The mind is where it needs to change first. That's where it starts. That's where it starts. The body is just the instrument of the mind. Now, when you change the mind, then as a consequence, the body will follow what the mind tells it to do. Okay, if you look on the subconscious mind, on the mind, the bottom part, okay, the bottom portion of the mind where it says subconscious mind, that is where your program is. So everything that you believe about health, about nutrition, about the foods that you like, everything that you believe about your body, about exercising, about any other area of your life, let's say about money, about relationships, anything that you believe is in there. So your body is just following the same pattern. So what happens, a lot of my clients, they constantly think that diet is hard, that diet is only eating salads, that it is hard for them to lose weight, that it is hard for them to lose their belly fat, that it's hard for them to exercise. And people say it all the time, gosh, exercise is so hard. Well, while you are believing those truths, while those are your belief systems, it is always going to be hard. it is always going to be difficult. It is always going to be impossible. Change your thinking. Become aware of your thoughts, become aware of your emotions, become aware of what's going on in your mind, and your body will follow. Do you understand? Is it making sense? If it is, send me a thumbs up, send me an okay. And if anybody has a question up to this point, send me the questions. Okay, but if you understand here, then you're gonna understand the next ones as well. But this is where I want to get the biggest attention, because if you've never heard this before, it might be shocking to you. It might be very different than what you believed your whole life. Because until I understood this, until I was presented to this, until I learned about it, I had no idea. I always tried to change the outside. I always tried to patch up the symptoms. Right? Okay, so this is your blueprint. Okay, if you have the action guide printed out, or if you have, maybe you don't have the action guide, take a screenshot of this picture, glue it on your refrigerator, glue it on your mirror, just put it somewhere where you can see it every single day, every moment if you can. Okay, take it a screenshot, and this is your blueprint to change. If you're here tonight, you're looking for change, well, this is what you need to do. Okay, so thoughts is where everything starts. There's an energy that comes to us, and the first place is your thoughts. So what you think, okay, whether good or bad, it's gonna give you an emotion, a feeling. Okay, that feeling can be either good or bad. So let's say you thought about exercising. Now, what you believe about exercise might be that it is annoying, that it is hard to follow, that it is a hustle, it's annoying to go to the gym. Well, that's going to give you a feeling. What feeling does that give you? Bad. That gives you a feeling of being, that it's hard, that it's, you don't feel good about it, you just feel bad. That bad feeling is going to give you an action. After the feeling, you have an action. Your body follows an action. Okay, remember that the body is just an instrument of the mind. Well, that action that you're going to do is going to be what? Sit on your couch and watch Netflix, because the gym is hard, because exercise is too much work. That's what you believe. Now, after your actions, that's going to give you the same results. You're going to still stay with the weight that you are. You're still going to be with the unhappy body that you have, with the unhealthy diet or foods that you're eating. You're going to keep eating the same foods because you haven't changed your thoughts. You haven't changed the program where everything starts. So if you, Philip said, feelings create actions. Yes. So first it starts in your thoughts. You have a thought that gives you a feeling. Now let's do it the other way. Okay, so I'm gonna explain it on a good point, on a good side. So your thoughts, if let's say you believe that diet is easy and pleasant, that having a nutritious diet, following a nutritious diet is good, and it feeds your body and you feel good about it, then that gives you a satisfying feeling. That gives you a feeling of good, and you feel good about yourself, you feel good about your body, your mind works better, and that will give you an action of keep eating good. You're going to keep eating more healthy foods. You're going to keep eating more clean foods. That's the action that it proceeds. And by doing so, you're going to essentially achieve your results. Did I explain that well? Give me a thumbs up if you guys understood what I'm saying. Any questions? Send them on. Okay? Now, this is, when I saw this, I thought it was very shocking. Very, very shocking. I didn't know that it was so much of a difference. Okay? But only 8% of people, 8% of human beings think life. They think purposely. They choose their thinking. They're aware of what's going on in their mind. They're aware of their thoughts. When they have a bad thought, they know it's a bad thought. They know it's not part of who they are. So they change it. Okay, now 92%, the big scale there, 92% of people, they are victims. They look at their results and they create more of the same. Okay, they're going through life, they're not aware of their thoughts, they think that's just part of who they are, so they just keep thinking the same thing because their grandparents told them, their parents told them, they think the same thing, so they just create more of the same. Okay, now the 8% of people that think purposely, they achieve their results, but it begins in their thinking. The 92% of people, they look at the results. So people do what? They look in the mirror, they look at their body, and they feel they have a thought. So they think, "Wow, I'm so inconsistent. I am not focused." They can think, "I am not worthy. I am so weak." And all of those thinking that creates more of a bad feeling. So they'll feel bad because they had a bunch of bad thoughts. So that gives them a bad feeling, and that gives them an action. So they keep doing the same thing that they were doing, not going to the gym, not following a nutritious diet, not taking care of their body, not going for a walk, not going for a run, and that gives them the same results. So they're going backwards. They're basing their lives on their current result, on the current situation. Are you following? Send me a thumbs up. Every time I ask you, send me an okay, send me a thumbs up. I know that I have your attention. I know that you're focused here. So send me a thumbs up. So there's somebody asking me what it means to think purposely. Well, you think what you want. You're aware of your thinking. So it is a process of becoming aware, of growing your awareness, but you can do it daily. You can do little practical exercises, mental exercises that will grow your awareness. And you become aware of the thoughts that are making you a slave, the thoughts that are keeping you with the same results that you have, whether in your relationship, in your healthy lifestyle, or in your finances, or any other thing, any other area in your life. You become aware of those thoughts, and you say, those thoughts are not who I am. They came to me, that's fine, but these are the thoughts that I choose to think, because these thoughts have everything to do with the results I'm trying to achieve. Okay? So how do you do it on a daily basis? I'll explain it to you guys in just a moment. So here is the blueprint to fail. Okay? And this is what 92% of society does. So if you are doing this, you need to change it ASAP. And this is a huge problem, because people think that because somebody can achieve a result, because somebody is successful in life, is because they're blessed, is because they're chosen, is because they're lucky, is because they have something special. They were born on a different country, they were born with a different family, they were just different than I am. They can have it, they can achieve the results, they can succeed in life, but I can't. And that's the biggest mistake. Everyone has the capacity to achieve their results. Everyone has the capacity to achieve success. You just have to change your thinking. You just have to be aware. And you might have to develop some mental faculties. You might have to develop some abilities to do the job that you want to do, to become better at the gym. You might have to develop some cooking skills so you can cook for yourself healthy foods. It doesn't matter. That's fine. Everyone can develop skills, but you need to understand that you're not limited, that you have so much potential. And once you understand this, it's mind-blowing. I remember when I found out of this, that I could also have success, that I could also achieve my results. I said, wow, like, people need to know this. People need to open their minds. So number one, on following my slide. So number one is people analyze the results. So they look at themselves, and they see their habits, their symptoms, their actions, their behavior. Okay. After they analyze it, I look at myself and I think, oh, I'm really overweight. Like, this is really annoying. Like, I've been on this for so long, I can never get out of this. They reinforce the evidence. So in the middle, the picture in the middle, number 2, they reinforce the evidence. So the thought comes on and say, yeah, I'm really overweight. Yeah, like exercise is really hard for me. My mom told me my whole life that I had the tendency to gain weight. Or somebody told me that I have a slow metabolism. Or I don't like eating healthy foods. I hate eating healthy foods. Okay? Now, number 3 is you create more of the same. Do you follow this? And the circle never ends. So you actually look at that little person inside the jar. You're stuck. Remember when I said on the first slides, if you feel like you're stuck, like you're not achieving any results that you want, well, this is why. This is why. Now we are in a society that presents to us by social media and by TV and advertising and everything that you got to change the outside, that it is very physical. We live in just a physical world. And that's all you got to care about. And that's really, really sad. That's extremely sad. If everybody just knew the potential, the power that you have, and how you can actually achieve anything that you want. Anything. When I heard this the first time, you can have anything you want. I was like, what? So, if you're following until here, keep sending me the okay. If you have any questions, please send them on. I love answering the questions. It challenges me. It challenges you. So, please send them on. Now on this slide, we have the little stick man as well, that it looks like he was drawn by a 3-year-old. But I'll explain further to you. So there's an energy, if you look on the left-hand side, okay? There's an energy that comes to us. That's what keeps us going. That's what wakes us up in the morning. That's what makes us, gives us the good feeling to follow our dreams, and gives us ideas, and this energy just comes to us. Now, you choose your thoughts. When you're aware of them, when you grow your awareness, you choose your thoughts. So you choose that you're going to achieve what you want. You choose that you are a healthy person, that diet is so easy, that you love being healthy, that your body feels good about being healthy, and you love exercising, you love developing your muscles. When you choose those thoughts, when you are aware of them, then they penetrate to your subconscious mind. So your thoughts cause you a feeling. You feel good. You feel grateful. You feel happy. You just want to feel good all the time. You just want to think those thoughts all the time because they make you feel so good. Now, because you feel that, it's going to cause something in your body. Remember, the body is the instrument of the mind. So it's going to cause your body to do something. Your body has to do something, whether good or bad. So if you had the good thought, the good feeling, your body's going to do something good. That has to do with what you thought and felt. So you act in a certain way. You act towards your goal. You act towards what you're trying to achieve. And essentially, that gives you the result. Are you following? Now, here's the problem. People try to do this and they get stuck here. And this is why they try to do this. So they go to a seminar, or they listen to this, to an online workshop, or they might look on YouTube a bunch of motivational speakers and they say it. And, they told me I got to change my thinking. And they don't follow the process. They're not patient on the process. They're not patient with themselves, with the change. And because they don't achieve the results on the day they want, or as quickly as they want, they give up. And then they say, well, it's luck for other people. Other people can achieve it. I'm a failure. I can't. So, what I want to tell you, and I told you on the first couple slides, be patient with the process. There is a process. You had a process. You had years of growing the same thinking pattern. You had years and years of growing those paradigms in your brain, the programming that's running you now. So be patient with the change. Don't look at your results. Focus on what your dream is, on what your goal is, on what you want to achieve. Focus on that. That's going to give you the good feeling. It's going to keep you moving towards that. Don't look at your sickness. Don't look at your symptoms. Don't look at what's going on the outside to try to patch it up. Change in the inside. And as a good consequence, as a result, it's going to proceed to change on the outside. You're going to start going to the gym. You're going to start eating the healthy food. You're going to start hanging out with the right people. You're going to be with the right crowd. You're going to make aware choices. You're going to be aware of your choices instead of being just a robot, instead of being on 95% on automatic all the time, on old habits all the time. So on the right hand is just explaining what the picture is. But we can use our intellectual faculties. Remember, I said you have 6 mental faculties. So we can use our intellectual faculties to deliberately choose thoughts that are aligned with the results we want, regardless of what's happening around us. Did you understand this? I should have made it a little bigger. Regardless of what's happening around us, regardless of what other people are telling us, regardless of what the mirror is showing us, regardless of what your bank account is, regardless of all of that. And I'm not saying ignore it. No. Know exactly where you are, but know even more where you're going. All right? Everybody's following. You guys can hear me. You're understanding the subject. Any questions, please type them in. Send me an okay. Send me a thumbs up. Just so I know that you're following. All right? So here is a little exercise I want to do with you. All right? So when I said you have 6 mental faculties and people don't know about this, very little people know about it. We are trained that about 7, 8, 9 years old, that when we are imagining something, when we are trying to develop even more imagination, we are told to stop, or to stop daydreaming, or to stop imagining. Where are you? Like, are you in La La Land? Like, here, pay attention, pay attention. And since then, we don't use our imagination in our favor. We don't develop our imagination. We don't keep it strong. Imagination is a very powerful tool that creates more or creates your future. So either you're using it to create more of the same results, or you can be aware of it and create the reality that you want to achieve the results that you want. Okay, so with everybody here, now I'm gonna really need you to type me the answer, okay? Please type me the answer so I can serve you better and I can know where you are, all right? So I'll ask you to close your eyes right now, okay? Do this exercise with me, all right? You're gonna remember this workshop maybe by just doing this exercise, and that's fine. So close your eyes. I'll do it with you. Imagine yourself in your kitchen right now. So wherever your kitchen is located in your house, just imagine yourself in your kitchen. Now, with your eyes closed, imagine yourself cutting a lemon in half, okay? With your eyes closed in this imagination, this exercise, imagine yourself cutting a lemon in half on a board on your countertop. And now take that lemon and squeeze it in your mouth. Open your mouth and squeeze as much as you can of that juice in your mouth, on your tongue. Now open your eyes and type it for me. How does that feel? Did you have a sour face while you imagined? If you followed the exercise, did you maybe salivated? You felt like water all over your mouth? Can you please type it in for me? If you did this exercise, just tell me if you either salivated, if you had a sour face as you were doing it. And I'll wait a couple of minutes for the answers. And then once you answer, we can move to the next slide. But I really need the answers to know that you are exercising your imagination with me. All right, so I'll wait a little bit for the answers because they're delayed for me, and I'll just move on to the next slide in a little bit. Okay, so as they come on, I'll read them to you. If you did salivate if you did this exercise as I told you, and either you salivated or you made a sour face, then I want to congratulate you. Your imagination works, and you can use this powerful tool um, to help you. You can use this tool for you, towards your goal, towards your dream, in your favor. Okay. So I use this before I go to bed, in the morning, whenever I have my quiet time, whenever I finish my meditation. I imagine what I want to achieve. I imagine the goal that I want to achieve, and I imagine myself achieving it. I imagine the result that I want. And as I do this, the interesting thing is your brain doesn't know the difference of a imagination of a picture and reality. It doesn't know. It's crazy. So, as you close your eyes and you imagine yourself achieving or having the results or the body that you want, with the goal, with the weight that you want, or it can be whatever you desire. When you imagine that and you press it on that image, and on and on and on your mind, and it penetrates to your subconscious mind, your body has nothing else to do than to follow it, than to achieve it. Okay, so I told you I was gonna give you a tool to do some exercises that you could develop to achieve your goals. Start visualizing yourself with the weight that you want, with the body that you want. Start doing it before bed. I love doing it before bed when it's really quiet. It's awesome. And here are some questions that you can also do this exercise as well. So, what are my beliefs about health? What have my parents told me about health? What has society told me about health? What has society told me about exercise and nutrition? What have my friends told me in my whole life? What about my body type? They said I can't lose weight because of my body type, or they said that I will never achieve the body I want because of this or that, or this person gave me this label, or I'm carrying that label for so many years. What is it? Become conscious about them. Ask yourself, and this is hard. This can take some time, because analyzing ourselves, becoming aware of who we are, can be painful sometimes. But remember when I said understanding precedes change? Well, you need to be aware of who you are, of your thinking, of what has been in your mind this whole time, so you can change. So get a pen and paper tonight, tomorrow, when you have time, or create time for yourself. You have to create time and write it down. Be be honest with yourself. What have I believed about this area of my life? And write it down. A page, 2 pages. I don't know how long it's gonna take you, how much it's gonna take you, but write it down. Okay, after you do that, you rip this paper. I do this exercise with my customers, with my clients. You rip this paper in as many million pieces as you can. You get a clean piece of paper, a white page, and you write down. You decide what you're gonna believe about health, self, about nutrition, about dieting, about exercise, about your body type, about who you are. You're gonna write it down. I am a healthy person. I love feeding my body healthy, nutritious food. I enjoy exercising. You can write anything that you want. I hope it's not frozen. I hope you guys are following me. I can have the body that I want. I can follow the exercise routine that I want. And you rewrite your story. You rewrite what you want to believe. And that becomes the new you. That becomes your blueprint. That becomes your new belief system. Read that page every single day. Read the new beliefs that you chose every single day. Read them out loud. Read them with joy. Read them with gratitude. Just read them out. Now, here is also a few other tools that you can use. So you can visualize, okay, the results, yourself achieving it. You can write it down. I love the writing down part. I love sitting down in my office and writing down my new program, my new beliefs, and who I want to be and achieve, and who I actually am. You can verbalize. I like verbalizing a lot. I verbalize my list of affirmations every single day, sometimes so many times a day, and you can hear yourself. So there's tons of online programs and online meditations, online affirmations that you can put on your headphones and just listen to them. You, since you were zero, since you were a baby, before you were even born in your mom's belly, to up to 7, some studies say 7, some studies say 12 years old, you were given information, and that built who you are, that built your program, that built your belief system. Okay, now that came to you through your 5 senses. So your vision, your hearing, through your mouth, through your nose, and your touch. Okay, those are your 5 senses. Now, that is the way that you receive information up to today. This is the way that we receive information. So let's use these 5 senses to build our new program. So that can be visualize, write, verbalize, hear it. There's so many ways you can do this. Use that to your favor. Stop being a slave. Stop being a victim to your life and pointing fingers and saying because it's cold outside, or because healthy food is expensive. That's such a lie. Or because, I don't know, because that person tells me I'm fat, or because that person gave me this belief, or because that person said this or that. Let's stop all this and say, I am the author. I am the creator of my story, and this is what I choose to be. Are you following? Are you guys following? Can you hear me well? Did you follow all the way to here? We're almost finishing. We're almost at an hour. But I want you to understand that this is what it is. This is how you can change. This is how you can develop consistency, discipline, be focused on your goal, develop an exercise routine, develop an exercise life, develop love for your life, for who you are. Now, on life coaching 101, the way I do it with my clients is we recognize the limiting beliefs. So we recognize what they've been believing up to this point in their life. Then we reprogram their mind. Okay, so just as a computer, you have that has a software, so you do too. You have a program that has been running in your mind. Okay, so we reprogram their mind with the new strong beliefs of who they actually are. Okay, not what society has told them, not what the parents have told them, not what the husband or the wife has told them, or their partner, not what the TV or media has told them, but who they actually are. That they're powerful, they can achieve anything they want, that they can follow anything they want with consistency and be focused. Okay, so once we do that, then we create a plan. Okay, now the 2 top parts are 90% of the way. Okay, or more. Okay, recognizing and reprogramming your mind. Now, creating a plan and acting is about just 10%. Okay, so we create a plan and they act upon the plan. Now, they are doing that because first we changed their mind. All right, and number 4 is just the results. So they live successful results. Okay, this is how people that are successful do it in any area of their lives, in so many areas of their life. It's not because they're lucky. It's not because life is easier for them. It's not because exercise is part of who they are. It's not because diet is part of who they are. It's because they know how they work. Understanding precedes change. They know the power that they have, and so have you. Okay, and we came to the conclusion of this training. I am very happy everyone that is here and participated. If you need to know more, if you want to go further, if you want to develop that in a way that is personalized for you, if you need further understanding, you can always connect. You can send me an email. You can DM me on my Instagram. You can send me your email on the comments. I'll contact you. Please connect. share this YouTube link, okay? I'm gonna leave it saved for the next 24 hours or so, and send it to someone. If this message really touched you, if this message made an impact in your life, it can make impact on other people's life. Share the message. Let them know that they don't have to be the victim anymore, that they can achieve the healthy life that they want, or any other area that they're trying to succeed. Um, and I want to leave a phrase with you, a message with you. If you have the action guide, rip off this page and glue it somewhere that you can see, and repeat this every single day. If you don't have the action guide, take a picture with your phone. Take a picture with your phone, Google this phrase. You have tons of other ways and colors and background that's going to pop up with this message. Make it as a screensaver on your phone, or make it a background picture on your phone. So it's simple. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. It's not what he does. It's not what his habits are. It's not what the symptoms are. It's not what the results are. No. A man is but the products of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. What have you been thinking? I want to build awareness in your life tonight. What have you been thinking? Are you just following the same thoughts every single day and being so stressed out and overwhelmed and creating so much anxiety? You don't have to. You were not created to have so much anxiety and stress. Start thinking different. Start thinking of what you're thinking. Start becoming aware. You are not your thoughts. You can choose your thoughts, and you have that power within you. Okay? So this is, yes, the last page on this training, on this workbook. I hope from the bottom of my heart that you enjoyed and you left with more knowledge than you already knew, that you left with a lot more understanding, not only information, but understanding of this subject, of who you really are, who you really can be and achieve. And before I say goodbye, I want to ask if there's any questions. If you have any questions, if you have any anything that didn't make so much sense in your mind, you want to ask before I leave, you can type them in the comments. And if you don't, once again, I thank you so much. You honored yourself with this time to learn, with this time to watch this training and workshop. There will be more coming on. There will be more surprises. And I have a lot of projects that I'm working on that I will share with you as soon as they're ready. So as I said before, share this link. It's going to be saved on my YouTube channel. Share this link, send it to someone that can hear this information. And I hope to see you guys next time. All right. Thank you so much. You guys have a good night. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.